This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. So the New York starting five, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. And for Chicago, here we go. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis, and it's Vucevic, and it's Kobe White, and it's MP in at the one. And a pair of major players in the Eastern Conference standing stand.
Yeah, Kevin, this could be a potential playoff matchup. So this is a big test to see how these teams match up against each other, not just in terms of personnel, but in terms of their style and their schemes.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Now here's Brunson, following the miss by MP. Brunson finds Anunoby. Fade away. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word. We have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges, in reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together. They hope to replicate that success at this level, and now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move for sure. And Shams, we appreciate the report.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
On the wing, Anunoby. Bridges, no one around him. And the Knicks miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
MP moves back up. It's rebounded by Towns.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Count it.
And that was good defense there, but in the end, MP's offense just a little better.
Knicks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Knicks making a change here. McBride's checked in. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. Number 1, Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. MP in the last time out against Washington was a man on a mission. He dropped in 38 points, and he was dialed in with his shooting. Very few misses out there. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
It's good.
Yeah, and at 7 feet tall, Towns is a major threat inside. The defense has to guard him better than that.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Scoreless thus far. And Bridges with the block. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
And Towns is a lot for a defense to handle, especially if he's looking to score inside.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Saban decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. To the inside. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
We've got White. Buzelis out there with Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. There's Schroeder. And the 3-ball is good. Schroeder's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Knicks.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
Schroeder dishes to Bridges. The 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Pass to Giddey. Back to MP. MP strong inside.
Now this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Here's Bridges. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
MP, no good. The Knicks leading by 3. McBride passes to Bridges. Yep, it counts. Bridges has got 8 points.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
A 3 from MP. Carries it from 3-point range.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
MP against Bridges. Pass to McBride. Back to Bridges. Chalk up 2 there. 10 points for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Inside, Bridges with the steal. One-on-one here. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
The 3 from MP. Another 3 for Chicago.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Osumu, he's checked in for White. The Knicks also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Takes a shot at the elbow. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones.
Brunson with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. For 3. Schroeder's got 4 assists now tonight. And looking how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
And here's MP for 3. It's all in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds in this game. Anunoby with it. Defended by Giddey. Bulls trail by 5. Dosunmu, the pass to MP. MP, the triple is down the handle. 9 seconds left in the first half of the game. Brunson kicks it over to Schroeder. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for the New York Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest. Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so I'd like to ask him first, Ernest.
Well, everybody wanted me, Kenny. Don't be jealous.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And New York, looking at who they've got, Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the three, the small forward. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's a 5-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. And it goes down 2 points.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Chicago has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. MP, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Zach Collins checked in for the Bulls. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple of seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Brunson. And the rejection by Collins. And it's out of bounds. Bulls trail by 8. They've got Zach Collins. MP out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Here's Schroeder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition. and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. That they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
A three from MP. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Achua. Bounce pass from Anunoby. The dunk by Achua.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Launches it. The rebound by McBride.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here's Schroeder. And he overshot that one, missing. Bulls trail by 9. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Dosumu's checked in. Hart, he's checked in for New York. Schroeder passes to Towns. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's MP. Right through contact. MP.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Pass to McBride. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Towns down low. Vucevic on him. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Chicago. The Knicks also changing it up. Mikal Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dennis Schroeder. Anunoby outside. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. That's a floater go. Tries again. Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Vucevic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Well, the thing about Towns, he's talented and he's flexible. You want him to be your number one option? Great. If you want him to play a supporting role, he's okay with that. So you can put him in any lineup. Well, they got their young star the ball, and it paid off. And he's so hot.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Towns, no luck. Bulls trail by 3. Down low. And there's Buzelis on the assist by MP. Buzelis has got his first basket of the night. It's Hart on the wing. Some nice passing by New York here. And here's Brunson outside. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
1 for 2, MP.
And he does get the second one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
And Brunson, here we go. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Anunoby finds Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Vucevic dishes to MP. Takes a 3. The Knicks pull it in. 1:15 left to play in the final quarter. And Brunson has it in the corner. Shoots over White. And good. Got the freely bounce off the right side of the rim. Now it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody. And these are the moments he's worked for. MP delivering down the stretch.
Brunson against White, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And we continue to see Bridges stepping up as a leader. That's a big-time finish.
A three from MP. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Bridges. Money!
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Towns. And they go to the intentional foul.
On the decision. First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Timeout called, the Bulls. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the 4th. What do you think, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Shooting for New York, Jalen Brunson. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Time called here, and the Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a
good, another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And he's tied Curry's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for threes in a game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
And here's MP for 3. That one's not going to go. So a close game sees New York take this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps.
You thought it was going to be easy, huh? Yeah. Man, nothing's easy in this league.
I ain't going anywhere.
You are unconscious out there tonight.
long season. Time to grab that lunch bell and go to work.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch out.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
underway, that was Skylar Cole singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. All right, let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steals numbers for Chris Paul.
And when you see the decline his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's not playing that type of gritty, intense D that he's used to. That's a part of his game he needs to bring back.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And for the Bulls, Kobe White out there with MP. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Buzelis in at the power forward position. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier. Here we go.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Outside Paul. Pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Outside Paul. Takes a three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Hey, Brian. This is a highly anticipated matchup between two MVP hopefuls, and MP knows they've got their hands full with Wembanyama. He told me, quote, the things he does at his size are unbelievable. You guys have watched him. Everyone knows that Victor is a problem.
He certainly is. Although MP presents his share of problems as well, Allie. Here's Wembanyama. Chicago making their last shot. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Now here's Paul, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Unable to get that one. Now here's White. Here's MP. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
Paul against MP. Sohan outside, inside. Here's Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
Here's MP. And Chris Paul clears it away.
I think at the last second he decided to get slick. I don't think he'll make that mistake again.
way! The one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. White finds MP. Vucevic with it. Covered by Wembanyama. White on the wing. From deep, MP. Oh, another miss by MP. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Vassell passes to Sohan. He got a piece of it.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
To the paint. MP drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
San Antonio with the ball. Chicago making their last shot. Sohan outside. Wembanyama, high post. Down low. Here's Castle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points. Closer in to the hoop.
And so MP will bring it up for the Bulls. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Well, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So Chicago... Chicago leading by 5. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's MP. And it's White in at the 3. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
Here's Branham. Pass to Vassell. Now here's Johnson. This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Johnson's got 5 now.
I love Johnson's attitude. Marches down and gets his revenge with the 3.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He added 55 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going. Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Here's Branham. No points so far. Vassell outside. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 from Barnes. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now. Bassey pulls it in.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Branham passes to Bassey. To the middle. Pass to Branham. Outside Johnson. Shoots over White. San Antonio again missing.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
MP shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. DeSumo, he's checked in for Chicago. And San Antonio also making a switch. Champagny, he's checked in for Vassell. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Barnes drops in the layup for 2. Barnes has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
RJ, with Harrison Barnes on the roster, a team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. From deep, MP. Oh, MP showing the big range.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Branham. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Branham's gotten his second bucket.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Chicago leading by 4. MP, the pass to White. From deep, MP. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So San Antonio. Getting it done for Chicago. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
The first 33.
They're really going to war for those second chance points, running guys to the offensive glass. It's a tight game. That could be the difference maker.
And the next topic to touch on, a look at which... Thanks for tuning in. Now...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And so in the game for the Spurs, Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Spurs shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Pass to Castle. For the lead. Chicago with a rebound.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Here's MP, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You know, I like to see that kind of toughness from a young player. MP willing to put his body on the line.
Spurs trail by 3. Sohan outside. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Outside Wembanyama. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Stolen by Vassell. Here's Castle. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
That's impressive. Vassell nabs the steal, and right away he's got that fast break pushing.
MP, the pass to Dosunmu. Here's Buzelis to the inside. MP. Can't hit from in close.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Outside Paul. Back to Sohan. for the lead. The putback. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Dosunmu outside, down low. Here's MP. MP right through him.
A relative newcomer, but MP, let's just say he's not lacking in confidence.
Spurs trail by 3. How about the grit of Ayo Dosunmu? You see it in his hustle play, but also his work ethic, RJ.
Yes, he continues to improve, B.A. The coach's training.
Ooh, the special sauce from Wembanyama.
Oh, showing Wemby. That was sick.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Josh Giddey's checked in for Dosunmu. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Keldon Johnson comes in for Paul. Here's MP. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. They trail by 1. Here's Johnson. And he lays it up and in. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, that barrel chest of Johnson makes the difference in that battle.
All right, let's check in with Ali LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Ali, he's certainly got the skill level. Back to MP. To halt the run. Down low, MP drops it in.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Outside Johnson. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
MP scanning the floor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Castle. 11 points in the game. Sohan, pass to Johnson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, after playing as a starter most of his career, Keldon Johnson showed he can act as a timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Here's Barnes.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Bulls trail by 13. They've got Ayo Dosunmu, Kobe White out there with MP. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Collins in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
For San Antonio, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to Bassi. Here's Champagny. He's guarded by White. Here's Bassi. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Chicago making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And here's MP from outside. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed. MP's got 12 points in just the second half. And we've made our way through just over 1.5 minutes of this fourth quarter. Right side, Wembanyama over Buzelis. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Here's Johnson. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now. Ooh, MP takes the contact and converts.
Great to see MP look for his shot, especially when he's near the hoop.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Bassey, the pass to Johnson. Inside. Outside for Wembanyama. Fires from deep. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's MP. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Does what he has to do to avoid the block, but hard to stay in control when you change your shot.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
MP outside. There's the triple. Drops in the three. MP's got 36 points.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
And San Antonio making a change here. Sohan's checked in for Bassey. Vassell comes in for Barnes. Castle's checked in for Champagny. And it's Paul in for Johnson. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
From deep, MP hits the trifecta. MP's got 39.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Here's Vassell. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Bulls trail by 9. And here's MP from outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. 1:05 left in the fourth. And he lobs it up to the... Oh! Wembanyama crashing down.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Spurs.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Keldon Johnson.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Yep, that one's good.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
MP, that one's good. And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14. So it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
Good game, MP.
Family atmosphere.
Yeah, management takes it very seriously and quickly.
Generally, just a good vibe.
Sure is. When you do like jobs right,
So I'm thinking about letting the kids plan the next vacation. Take a new destination.
I think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells foul.
Touch my bed, so I know that I got baby.